Jon Stannah, Managing Director of Stannah Group. Your company is an archetypal British Mittelstand company, a family-owned business. I think growing to £200 million turnover. It's global. You have high export markets, engineered and manufactured goods. Can you just explain where you are today and some of your key export markets, and really just to describe what you make?
Well, Stannah today are the UK's largest independent lift company, and we're the world's market leader in manufacture and supply of stair lifts. So our stair lift business operates here in the UK, but we also sell through distributors or our own subsidiaries in 35 other markets around the world. Export is really important to us. More than half our stair lifts are sold overseas now, and we've seen strong export growth really over the last 15-20 years. Current focus is really accessing new markets, developing our export sales, both in the United States, Asia, recently established a joint venture in China, and also looking at other growth markets in South America.
That's a pretty impressive lineup for a British company, but your company's been around a long time to develop and mature your business, and your reputation is high around the world. But what have you learned in terms of accessing these new markets? What's particularly important? Because, I mean, for example, Germany's a strong export market, but they're also an engineering economy. So why do they buy a British-made stair lift, for example?
Well, we've been very fortunate in some of our export markets to have some very long-term relationships with our distributors. That really goes back to the early days of our stair lift business. When we started setting up our stair lift business here in the UK, pretty quickly, at the same time, we started setting up our links and partnerships with key markets overseas. And so we've sort of grown up with some of our distributors and our partners in export markets, and then particularly in Germany. And we've learnt to develop and sell stair lifts together. So yeah, it really has been a sort of a close relationship with some of our key partners.
Right. That longevity has really helped. But then going into new markets where Stannah is perhaps less well known, what are the key components? What's the magic sauce in designing, engineering and manufacturing and selling a product to new markets from the UK? What message do you need to convey? Because it's not enough to say made in the UK, is it? You need to have other fundamentals. Absolutely.
I mean, the key fundamentals are we've got to have a quality product that's fit for purpose, and we've got to have the reliability and out-of-box quality that you need to have if you're going to be a successful exporter. Then we have to find some good partners in some of these new growth markets, and these are people who we know we can work with to help develop the advertising and promotional investment that is required to sell our products successfully.
And people are very important to you. You've got a loyal workforce here in Andover, and I think Newburn in Newcastle, also in the Czech Republic. Could you say a little bit about workforce turnover or staff churn? Why people stay here, and also how difficult is it to find and hire the people with the skills that you need to run your business effectively?
Well, we're very fortunate to have a loyal workforce, both here in Andover and, as you mentioned, in our factory in Newburn. And really, I think we see our people as sort of an extension of the family, if you like. People are our most important asset. We work very hard to help people develop and spend a lot of money on training and development with our people. We run apprenticeship schemes to bring people through the business. So yeah, people are absolutely fundamental to our success.
Yeah. And perhaps finally, Jon, what advice, you're approaching, I think, 200 million turnover, you said, and a fabulous British manufacturing company that's seen, I suppose, steady growth over the decades. Now global reputation. What advice would you give to smaller companies in the UK who want to emulate your success around the world with an engineered product? You know, what germs of seeds of wisdom would you give them?
Well, simply, I think you've got to have the right product selling to the right market category. We're very fortunate with our stairlift business. We're selling to the over 65 market. Some people call it the grey market, which is growing quite quickly in terms of the demographics in developing countries. And also you've got to have a product that they really need and want. And with a stairlift, we're very fortunate that people do have stair climbing problems in their own home. The stairlift is the obvious solution. There are not many other solutions other than drastic options like moving home. So I think back to the key fundamentals, the right product in the right sector, and then of course it's just about delivery in terms of the quality and the service that you provide. And don't underplay that. There's a lot of work that goes into that, but the right product to the right customer in the right sector is paramount.
Absolutely. And just last of all, you mentioned earlier in the interview the importance of direct marketing, because you're not business to business, you're business to consumer, I suppose. You're in the stairlift business, your customers are consumers like you or I. How do you access them, and how has the change in the technology available for direct marketing affected how you sell? Do you use television as much as you used to? Digital? How's that changing?
Yes, in our markets where we sell directly, but obviously here in the UK, and we have 10 overseas subsidiaries, we run direct marketing campaigns. So we promote our products through routes through TV, press, but the internet is extremely important, and increasingly so. A move of expenditure away from press into internet is, that's the way the market has been developing, and it's a big area for us.